What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. We're trying something a little bit different today with the way the green screen or lack thereof is going to be working. I have a different lighting setup with the blue and the red, and I'm liking it a lot lately, so I'm going to give it a shot and see how it works in an actual video. So no green screen today, but we'll kind of move forward as is. Let's go ahead and jump into what we're actually doing today. Today we are here for the UBL round 2 battles, the semi-finals, and we have another rematch for you guys. We are up against Sven and his I have Helsinki Dragons on the screen. That is incorrect. That is the wrong league. My mistake. The correct name is the Uppsala Umbreons. My bad there. If you guys want to skip the team builder, as always, there is a timestamp on the screen and in the description, so you can go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and jump into it. My opponent's team. Very scary because I have no answer to good flying types. I have no answer, and I'm playing off against a Galar Zapdos, which is not great. The good news is I outspeeded with like 4 members of my team, so that is something to note. Galar Zapdos is super scary. Heatran is like an immediate shutdown to Clef, to Ferrothorn. It kind of helps out a lot against something like Rapidash if it's an air balloon set. Just a very good mon, and if he gets the right predictions with Willows, it could be very deadly. Alakazam with Indeedee, incredibly powerful. Psychic Spam is so strong. I definitely expect to see that. Blastoise, a Rapid Spin set, a Shell Smash set is very scary. The scariest thing it could be, in my opinion. Bulu, I expect to come. Then there are a bunch of Pokemon that, well, there's Dragalge and there's Palossand. We both lose to Crawdon, so I don't expect them to come. There is a Rodent Frost and a Skuntank, which I do expect to be making potential options. And then Dedenne, I just don't see Dedenne coming at all. It does not make sense against my team. Let's go ahead and jump into what we are bringing and why. Our first mon is going to be our Garchomp. Now, Garchomp this week is running the Assault Vest. We're running Assault Vest because of all the special attackers on this team. We're looking at it. There's a ton of them with whether it's special Blastoise, there's Heatran, there's Alakazam, there's Indeedee, there's Dragalge, Palossand, Rodent Frost, Skuntank. Honestly, the main reason why I'm not going Yache Berry was because the +2 Ice Beam that I want to take from Blastoise, I'm not taking that hit anyways with the Yache Berry or the Assault Vest, so I might as well go with the Assault Vest for more generic hits. Same thing with the Blizzard from Rotom. Blizzard actually has a chance, a really good chance to OHKO me from full if it's a Scarf Rotom, so it's not good at all. And because of that, we decided to go with the Assault Vest to take those special hits. Earthquake, Poison Job, and Scale Shot are really, really good. I would like to run Dragon Claw. I just can't afford to do it, I think. The boost that Scale Shot provides me is really nice, especially against potential Scarf Zapdos, Scarf Indeedee, Alakazam in general, and the fact that I can break through a Sash from Alakazam if I get the right amount of hits is super important as well. Stopping Tantrum is there because if I go for a Poison Jab and the Heatran comes in, the move fails, and then even in terrain with the Shuca Berry to max defense Heatran after a spike, I OHKO with Stomping Tantrum because the previous move fails, so it'll be 150 base power. That's really the only reason why it's there. Not really gonna click it too often, I think, but hey, it is what it is. The investment that I have in my special defense is there for the, where is it? I actually had it somewhere here. It was, yeah, AV with Spadef allows me to take modest Life Orb Zams, terrain boosted expanding force, which is pretty damn nice. Our next mon is going to be Pitmaster, our Rapidash, with Flame Charge, High Horsepower, Wild Charge, and Swords Dance. Very similar set to the one we had last time. I think we ran Morning Sun over Swords Dance, and we had Life Orb over Expert Belt, and we have Flare Blitz over Flame Charge. This time around, I'm not going with the recoil move because at the end of the day, I feel like getting the speed boost is really, really good. And at +2, this Pokemon just goes absolutely in. The main walls to this thing are going to be the Palossand, which I don't really expect to come too much, and the Blastoise. Nothing else takes a +2 attack from this Pokemon. I mean, they might now because I have Flame Charge over Wild Charge, but even then, High Horsepower and Wild Charge are really strong options to hit things. They're 95 power and I think 90 base power respectively. Yeah, 90 and 95 base power respectively, which is super strong. So yeah, it's a very good set. The speed on this set is their max speed, which allows me to speed tie a modest Alakazam in case he decides to go that route, which is just something. It also outspeeds Alakazam creeping, my Garchomp creeping, or anything creeping Dedenne. So that is important to note. Next up is going to be our Durian here. Durian is Ferrothorn with knockoff Spikes, Thunder Wave, and Gyro Ball. I like this moveset. I feel like we need to have like a 5th move or a 6th move. I would really like to have Leech Seed. I'd like to have Protect. I'd like to have Power Whip. And I decided to go with Gyro Ball instead because I wanted a way to really weaken his speed. And he has such a massive speed advantage over me that having the Gyro Ball is such an amazing option. Knockoff is really good utility. Spikes, in my opinion, are better here than Rocks. Yes, Rocks have higher upside with something like the Rodent Frost, the Galar Zapdos, really. It's nice for that. But if, and another thing, of course, forgot to mention, that there are immunities, or not immunities, what am I saying? Resists to Rock on this team that I have to be aware of. But I think the Spikes in general are really strong here. If I can get 1, 2 Spikes, even doing 12.5% to basically everything is super important. And getting the Thunder Wave paralysis off on the Galar Zapdos, Alakazam, Indeedee as well, really important here, and that is the main focus of this Pokemon here. The investment we have allows me to take 2 Scarf Jolly Brave Birds from Zapdos. We also take Adamant Blue's Close Combat with the berry into Close Combat without the berry, unless it's like a Life Orb or a boosting item. If Bulu is on the field against my Ferrothorn, and there is a Heatran in the back, my play is to Thunder Wave. If the Heatran is dead or didn't come, then my play is to go for the Gyro Ball. Reason for that is because number 1, I don't want to get burned from Flame Body, and number 2, I also want to make sure that I can paralyze that thing and just weaken it. And that way it'll be outsped by everything on my team, even if it is a Scarf Heatran. So it's really important to note there. Timid Life Orb Alakazam never 2KOs me with rocks using Expanding Force plus Focus Blast, yeah, because of my berry. So yeah, that's going to be our Ferrothorn. Our next mon is going to be Fallen our Silvally Ground. We were going to run a very similar set to this the first time we played Sven, and we decided against it. We went with Clefable instead. This set basically is replacing Crawdont on the roster. And the reason for that is because essentially Crawdont comes in and it breaks through a lot of these slower Pokemon, specifically the Dragalge and the Palossand. And last time around, the reason why I had such a good chance of winning that game, even after the poison, was because I was able to outspeed the Bulu with my Crawdont. I don't think Sven is going to prepare a team that loses to Crawdont. I think he's going to make sure that everything on the team outspeeds it, which he can do pretty easily. I think the top 6 are going to come. The first 6 are going to come. Zapdos, Heatran, Zam, Bulu, Blastoise, and Indeedee. I think the other possibilities rather, let's put it this way, are Rodent Frost or Skuntank. All 8 of those Pokemon naturally outspeed Crawdont and can just outspeed it whenever it needs to. And yeah, I feel that's kind of the play to make. If he leads off or has a Palossand on his team, then every time that Crawdont comes in against a Palossand, it's like a KO against something, which is huge for me. So I felt like it was just a better decision to go with a team that just had no Crawdont on it and focus on a team that was with Silvally Ground. That was basically my Crawdont. This Pokemon hits so damn hard. Multi-attack is not nerfed by the grassy terrain, which is absolutely huge because it hits something like the Heatran and just destroys it. Really important there. Poison Fang is there so I can hit the Bulu. It does like 45% to it, but it still hits the Bulu nonetheless, and it is just big damage at all times. And then Flame Charge is there, hits something like the Rodent Frost, and I guess also the Galar Zapdos. I don't do too much to them. Originally I was Swords Dance on this set, and that would be really good, but I'm running U-Turn instead because if he's running a Heatran that is Air Balloon, I'm in a tough spot. So yeah, not great. We have max speed to speed tie the Indeedee, and that is our Silvally Ground. Our next mon is going to be our Galar Slowking with the Assault Vest this week. It's the exact same set we had last time, or very similar rather, except instead of running, I think it was Future Sight, I have Mud Shot, which is there not only for the Heatran, but it's also there to slow down the opposing Blastoise if it is shell smashing up on me. So it is pretty important to note, and helps out just in general against quite a few different things. But the main focus is that it's there to actually significant damage to the Skuntank. In the end game last time around, I was in against the Skuntank with my Galar Slowking, and I had no way to really hit it for good damage. So I think Mud Shot allows me to hit it for good damage and then outspeed it the next time around because my Clefable would have outsped it. That there is just really important and really good prep, in my opinion, to make sure we have that available. 95% of the time, it breaks or does damage to Heatran, which is important. So yeah, that's going to be our Galar Slowking. The investment allows me to take 2 Life Orb Alakazam's Terrain Boosted Expanding Forces or 2 Timid Sash No Terrain Psyshocks with this set. And we do have speed on this set. It allows me to outspeed a no speed Palossand, but it also allows me to outspeed, I think it was a paralyzed, no, it wasn't paralyzed, it was a -1 max speed Dragalge, I think it was. Yeah, -1 max speed Dragalge. Moving on, our next mon is going to be Bubba, our Clefable here. We're running a very similar set to last time where we had only Moonblast, and because its only answer to Moonblast really is going to be the Heatran. Nothing else resists the attack, which is super nice, so if I can get rid of it early like I did last time, I'll focus on that. I'll take it. Moonblast, again, really nice. Wish for recovery for not just myself, but for Ferrothorn, for Garchomp, for Silvally. A lot of my sweepers, my offense, need the Wish support. Soft Bolt for myself, and Baton Pass because Teleport and Soft Bolt are not legal with Unaware on Clefable, which I did not know. But at the end of the day, what I'm assuming is going to be the case is I think that Baton Pass is really good because why on earth would he bring the Palossand and the Dragalge? I can just teleport. First of all, I'm going to be slower than everything else, except for the Palossand and the Dragalge. So Baton Pass is really nice here, in my opinion, and the speed is there in case of the Dragalge creeping a no-speed Clefable. That is going to be my team for this week's battle. I'm hoping that it goes well. We are 1 win away from the finals. If we can do it, we are going to be just in a fantastic spot. Comment pizza down below if you made it this far, and let's do it. It is time to battle. All right, everyone, we are back, and this is basically what I was expecting to see, which is, that's a good thing, I guess. We'll call it a good thing. The reason for that is because if there's no Blastoise, that just helps me out a lot, I think. But there is the Psychic Spam, and there is no Palossand, which I think is really nice because I did not prep for that thing very much. There is the Indeedee, the Zapdos, the Heatran, the Skuntank, and the Bulu. So Skuntank and the Tapu Bulu. Okay. I really hope that my webcam is in a good spot right now, so we'll see how it goes. All right, my lead here, he doesn't have really, like, what's his lead going to be? I think my lead is honestly going to be, so they could be Heatran, which is nice. I think for me, if I lead off with my Pitmaster, he could lead off with the Zapdos, which would tell me if it's Scarf right away. He has no ground immunity, so I think my lead honestly is going to be the Pitmaster here. This would give me good information against his team, and yeah, we're gonna go with this. We'll do this because I can always I hit everything for really strong damage, so let's do that. If I get up a Swords Dance, Shadow off me, please, thank you. Then we should be in a good spot, I think. Damn. Also, let me know what you guys think about the new setup for the webcam. It is a change. No green screen right now. Just kind of tired of the green screen a little bit. It's annoying to set up, and it never comes out perfectly, I find. So I want to try this, and I've been liking the light setup I've been having lately. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. All right. What is going to be the lead? What is going to be the lead? And if I see Heatran, pay attention to see if there's a goddamn air balloon. Okay, that is very important. All right, he's going to lead off with Pip, which is going to be the Galar Zapdos. Okay. So, this is important. Let me actually put in my team into the calc because I forgot to do that. Come on out. Save, and then pop this down here. And then I believe I take the hit. We want to go to, what is it called? This is Rapidash against Zapdos-g. If it is not choice banned, if it's choice scarf, remember when we outspeed, and we don't take the close combat or the Brave Bird, but we should do enough to KO it after recoil. And I think it's more important to get rid of that right now than anything else. And based on what I have here, I think I'm going to increase, or up, like add my thing higher. 1, 2, this higher. Oop. 1, nope, come on, you better work for me, please. Please work for me. Okay, I'll do it after. I'm going to do I can do Swords Dance here. I don't think that's the right play. I think my play here is going to be Wild Charge. And we're going to see him go for Braver. So he is Scarfed. That's good to know. That's good to know. So this is a chance for me to live this hit, as we do not, unfortunately. That was a roll. It's about 50-50 chance. A little bit more than that in his favor, which is fine. Losing that is okay. We know it's Scarf now. That's good information to have. I can go into Bubba. That's not going to do me any good here. I can go into Durian, get on my Spikes, which is nice. Is that really what I want to do here? Is that what I want to do here against this team? Because Spikes are good against basically everything right now. I can go for a Thunder Wave, which I think is even better. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go into Durian and click Thunder Wave. That's the best bet against everything. But we know for a fact that Zapdos is choice Scarfed. I wish I didn't have to sack off my Rapidash for that information, but I still have enough offense, I find, to be able to win this game. So let's go for a Thunder Wave here. Getting everything paralyzed is really good for my team. And yeah, let's try and raise these again. I can go up there, then this can go about up there as well. Let's make this a bit better. That did not work out. Is what? It's Air Balloon. Okay, so it's Air Balloon Heatran, which is good to know. I can go for a knockoff. It's gonna outspeed me now, which is important to note. So I have to kind of keep that into consideration as I'm gonna keep adjusting a little bit more. Working on the fly here in a playoff game is not what I want to do. Okay, I can switch out here. That's the play. I can go into Pineapple. It doesn't really help me. Archimedes is probably my best bet, to be honest. Let's do that. Archimedes is my best bet, so we're gonna do this. But getting the paralysis on this is nice. I kind of wish I went for a knockoff on it, to be honest. If I knew this was coming in, it was gonna be Boots. Not Boots, but Air Balloon. But here we're gonna see Stealth Rocks come out. Yep, that's fine. And let's make another play here. What would he go into, if anything? He would go into Skuntank, possibly. But again, I could try and burn that thing, which would be nice. I think my play is Scald. It's pretty free against everything. There's like no downside to running it. So I break the balloon on this. If he lets me, he doesn't let me. Okay. Toupee, that is the Skuntank. So we can get a big hit off on this, which will be nice. That's really good damage there. No burn, it is still Black Sludge. So I do really good damage with Mud Shots, and he's going to go for a Dark Pulse on me, potentially. Maybe even a Nasty Plot, who knows. But we're going to see the Dark Pulse come out. It will outspeed me. This will do like a third. Less. And we do connect with the Mud Shot. Very nice. Okay. Very good. Trey good. Alright, I can go for another Mud Shot here. Because I have regen. I'm okay with this taking a bit of chip right now because I have the regen. he's gonna switch out. Into what? Into the Zapdos. Okay, this is Scarfed. So I believe I take the hit still. So Galar Slowking against Zapdos. I probably should have predicted the switch out. That would have been my better play. I don't know why I didn't do that, to be honest, but Brave Bird does at the most 139 to me. Unless it's Adamance, we take the hit and I can KO back with Psy Shock. I think a U-turn is going to be probably the play, to be honest, though. I think the U-turn is probably the play, and I think because of that, my play is going to be go for a Scald. We'll go for a Scald here. We're going to see a U-turn. There we go. That's fine. 145 down to 88. That's what? 45 plus 12 is 57. Does that tell me if it's... Oh my god, it's Adamant. Okay, that could have been really bad. It's Adamant. We know that for sure now. It's Adamant. Alright. Which means that Clef doesn't always take 2 Brave Birds now. Because I don't want to protect. Damn. Oh, that's unfortunate. Milkman comes in, which is... Indeedy. Okay. There's the Psychic Surge. And we'll go for a nice Scald on this. That's some good damage there. Is that a crit? Crit, that's why. Do you get a burn on this one? No. No burn here. Okay. We're going to switch out here into... I mean, can't really go into Durian here. I think my play is going to be going to Pineapple. So I had the Assault Vest. What are we going to see here? Expanding Force. Right. 172 down to 78. Jesus Christ. Let me calc that a bit. Garchomp against Indeedee. 50. 172 down to 78 is what? 94? 92? 172 down to 78 is 94. So Expanding Force. The possibility for Scarf. I'm going to go for my Scale Shot here nonetheless. It's going to switch out into Ferdinand. Oh my god. That's unfortunate. Okay. I would have... Look, here's the thing. My play there would have been Poison Jab if, and only if, the Air Balloon was not a thing on Heatran. If Air Balloon Heatran was not a thing, my play would have easily been that. But hey, it is what it is. So let's go for a Poison Jab here. Maybe he's Kebia Berry, maybe he's not. I don't think this will KO, but I'll do really big damage. I think my play kind of has to be to get rid of Zapdos and then win with Flame Charge Silvally. So we're going to stay in. He is a Kebia Berry Bulu, which makes sense. Wouldn't even have KO'd, wow. Hornleech. Why? Why Hornleech me? We lived the hit, at least, which is cool. I think we'll be able to live the second one after the Expanding Force, which is nice. But... Or after the recovery from terrain, rather. I can either go for it, or I can switch out. I'm gonna go for it. We'll see if he stays in. He stays in, so we have the Poison Jab off on this. Do we KO, though? We do. Very nice. Okay, getting rid of this Ferrothorn is good for me. Issue is, I am still not boosting right now. I'm still not boosted. So that means the Zapdos comes in, clicks U-turn. The Alakazam comes in, clicks anything. Serial Killer. There's the Alakazam. Alright. Let's switch out into Durian here. We are in grassy terrain, which is nice. I think I play now, instead of going for a Gyro Ball, it's going to go for a knockoff. Expanding Force. Okay, so because of the terrain, we'll actually take the Focus Blast here pretty comfortably too, which is good. I'm down to 131. I think I lost like maybe like 6 points health, not very much. So Alakazam, Nasty Plot, Life Orb. Let's see, Expanding Force against my Ferrothorn. 42. That makes sense. I think it's Life Orb. Pretty confident that's Life Orb here. So my play here, let's see. I can click Knockoff, which helps me out in case he goes to Heatran. Helps me out a bit in case he goes into the Skuntank. If I see Skuntank come in. Skuntank takes actually a ton. So I think, no, my play 100% is Gyro Ball here. Nothing takes a Gyro Ball well. Nothing takes a Gyro Ball well. He's going to switch out into what? Doge. Okay, so this thing will lose its Air Balloon. That is good. Okay. Now, I need to keep this healthy. Go Archimedes here. So let's do that. If he Earthquakes, he Earthquakes. I think I'm not bringing Bulldoze, so I can't really go for that. But the Gyro Ball there was really free. And yeah, that's kind of the best I can say about that. We're going to see the Zapdos come in instead, which hurts, but... okay, I should take this. I don't think I take this hit, actually. 155, I might. I definitely don't take the admin attack if it's Brave Bird. I can go into Clef. That doesn't do me any good. Does not do me any good at all. What does he have left? He has Indeedee, which is taking a lot of chip. Everything's taking chip right now, or is in range of Garchomp, except for Alakazam specifically, which we're pretty confident that is a Life Orb. So here, let's go for... I can go for the Psyshock here to try and weaken it to get the KO. I can go for a Scald, put it in range of Garchomp and everything. Damn, it's a tough call. It's a tough call. You could just go for Brave Bird here, but I don't want to lose I can't lose my Pokemon there. I'm gonna go for a Scald here. I can't lose my U-turn. Okay, I could not afford to lose. What is it called? Oh my god, that's so much damage. I couldn't afford to lose my... I can't think of the name. My Ferrothorn. That's the one. Jeez. I just realized my audio's not playing on my desktop. What the hell? I put it on. Anyways, in comes Indeedee. Now there's this goddamn stupid thing to worry about. Could we go for a Scald Burn on our third Scald? There we go. Okay, so getting the burn there is nice because it chips it down. Okay. Has Archimedes done everything it can right now? Has Archimedes done everything it can? Because if I go into this, then I go into Garchomp after, I feel like I have an opportunity to really break this team down. Like, nothing takes the hit. There's going to be Galar Zapdos, which can take the hit, obviously, but I have to get some rolls for that. It's going to take Rocky Helmet off the attack anyways. So I feel like my attack is still... My play is going to be to attack this thing anyways. It's going to go for Expanding Force. I can't take the hits, so we just go for the Scald here. Losing this is not nice. I'm not happy that I have to lose it. It goes for Mystical Fire. I might lose this hit. Oh, I might lose this hit. Lose this hit. 72. Eat it up. Galar Slowking. That's a crit too. Oh my god. Getting rid of this thing is nice. Getting rid of this thing is very nice. Let's go. It's close, but the burn comes in clutch. There we go. For the second week in a row, the burn comes in clutch. Okay? Sorry, Addison. Eat it up. So, when terrain goes, no more terrain, which is nice. In comes Serial Killer. Alright. This kind of stops me from going into Alakazam. Or not what I'm saying, into Silvally after. Because we're pretty confident it's Life Orb. I think at this point in time, I go Clef. Like, Clef is nice, but it doesn't really do much for me the rest of the game. It's like Heatran's still around, Skuntank is there. Yeah, there's I guess, Zapdos, but that's really it. So I go Clef, I stall some turns of Terrain, and then I can go into Durian. I just can't afford to go for like a Focus Blast or something. He probably goes for Shadow Ball. Oh, he goes for Expanding Force, 100%. 100%. I just can't risk like a knockoff into an attack. So we're going to see me take the rocks. He's going to know. I lose! I'm unaware, but like, I'm pretty sure I lose still. Clefable against Alakazam. Did not expect Nasty Plot to be coming here. +2, expand, oh my god. Psychic Terrain, Expanding Force. Expanding Force will just destroy me. It does 93% min. There's one roll in which I survive this hit. One. I can go into... Where is my... Ferrothorn? +2 Focus Blast. I don't really live that. It's not a guarantee that I live the hit. Expanding Force is not going to guarantee I live the hit. Okay, how many turns of terrain are left? Okay, between 2 and 5. Here, let's go for a Moonblast, probably. Trying to get this bet. I don't think it's going to matter at all. Let's go for the Wish here. Expanding Force. Nope. Okay. Okay, I think that plays Archimedes. If this Glow King gets the +4, do I lose? This gets the +4, do I just lose? I think I do. I think I have to go Silvally Ground. Hope it's not Terrain Extender. If it's Terrain Extender, I lose anyways. So, let's go into Fallen here. I would like to get some recovery back, but I just don't think it's the wise move. So, because if he goes for a Nasty Plot, then I'm fucked. Well, I mean, I'd have to go for a Mud Shot there to get the speed drop. But, hey, it is what it is. Let's go for a Flame Charge in case he switches out. Is that the play, or is U-turn the play? I think U-turn's the play. Expanding Force. So if Terrain goes away here, I think I have a shot. If it doesn't go away, then I pretty much lose. Crit did not matter in the slightest. Expanding Force does 216 to 255. And the terrain is still there, so I think I lose now. I think I lose. Yeah. Alakazam's such a fucking monster. And in Terrain too, it's so much stronger. It makes no sense how strong this Pokemon is. Ferrothorn, Expanding Terrain. This does 136 to 160. I'm at 142. This is a 75% chance for him to KO me. Jesus. He has 3 turns left, too. Like, we knew Expanding Force was going to be a problem here. Oh my god, there's so many turns left. Go for the Gyro Ball. Live. 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 Let's go. Pharaoh. Holy shit, what a roll. Okay. We're in this if we can get into Garchomp and click Scale Shot. And only if we can do that. Okay. Jesus. Oh my god, what a... We take that. We take it. No, I think he still gets the... I still think he gets the job done. I still think he gets the job done. Let's go for the Gyro Ball here. Yeah, because Braybird should KO me. The fact that he's Scarf really hurts. If he wasn't Scarf, I think I actually had it. Which sucks. Because he's going to take chip damage from this. The Alakazam was such a massive problem for me. Such a huge problem for me. We go into this. We died at the Braybird here. Galar Slowking against zapdos-g. Yeah, our run's going to come to an end here. The beginning of the game really... Yeah, he's doing enough to KO me for sure. 100%. Let's go for the Side Shock here. Yeah, I think like... my play at the beginning of just, I had nothing for a Galar Zapdos, nothing on my roster for, except for Silvally Electric, which is hilarious. But even then, like, Silvally Electric is really bad in the matchup, I find. Yeah, there's the KO on this. So it's going to be a loss. It's going to be a 3-0 loss to end the season here, unfortunately. I do feel like we had a chance. If he wasn't expanding, expanding force, or what's it called? No, let me think about it this way. What, did I have a chance? I feel like maybe if I didn't go for Horn Leech with the Garchomp, if I don't know, if I played around the Indeedee a bit better, just the offense that he had was so much better, and I didn't even have a chance to get on my hazards. If he wasn't like even if he wasn't, what is it called? Even if he wasn't, I can't think of the name. My God. Air Balloon Heatran. I would have had a really good shot, I think. Let's go for a scale shot here. Doesn't matter. He's going to speed me anyways. And there it is. So congrats to Sven. He moves on to the finals of the UBL. Our run comes to an end. I'm still really happy that we got to semifinals and actually had a good shot at winning it, considering that I really wasn't a fan of the team in general. And Ferrothorn is just, I'm not going to be using it again anytime soon. Even though it had some good moments this season, it just won't happen again for me. So yeah, that is going to be it for our run. Unfortunately, we do take the L here. I mean, like, what could I have done better? Or, like, what plays could I have made better, obviously? There were plays that around turn 1 with the Galar Zapdos, if I lived that hit, I mean, that's absolutely huge, but it's a roll in his favor to take it anyways, even then, because he was adamant. Adamant taking my Rapidash, it would do, no, it's a guarantee actually, because he's adamant. So that is something, but my team is 2 KO'd completely by Adamant Scarf Zapdos, which is obviously not good. Obviously not good. And if I don't get the Swords Dance up with Garchomp, which I didn't even have this week, it would have been really bad, but the turn when it was Indeedee against Bulu, Indeedee against Garchomp, if I went for Poison Jab, then obviously I would have been in a position where I could have broken that Pokemon down. I think I would have lived a hit from Heatran as well, because I have my Assault Vest, unless it went for, if it went for like, what is it called? I can't think of the name of it. If it went for Will-O-Wisp, that would have been a problem, or Lavaplum got the burn, that would have been a problem, but that's really kind of the only thing I can say about that. Yeah, I mean, like, everyone, one more thing I forgot to mention quickly about this game was that on the turn that he went into the Alakazam after the Indeedee died, I could have gone for a Mud Shot with the Glowking. The only thing Glowking was really around for was to be able to take a hit from the Heatran, and I had quite a bit that could have, well, number 1, outsped it, but number 2, done a lot of big damage or just take the hit in general. So my play should have been to stay in and go for the Mud Shot. If I lose my Glowking, I lose my Glowking. And at least that point, I can go into the Alakazam and start just breaking around and just doing some damage. So, hey, it is what it is. Again, just something that I thought of after the game ended in the editing for this. So, I want to bring it to your attention so that you guys wouldn't roast me about it down in the comments below. But guys, thank you again for watching, and I'll get on with the rest of the outro. The run's over. I'm not too broken up about it, to be honest. We have 2 leagues that are starting up right now. They probably will have already gone up at this time anyways. The draft analysis and possibly even week 1. So, yeah, it's okay. It's not the end of the world, but I feel like we had a shot and it just didn't break our way. It happens, is what it is. Anyways, I want to give a thank you to our YouTube channel members. Shout out to Livs, Eric, Zeke, and Michael Brown, our level 1s. Shout out to Tone, our level 2, and shout out to Jay Fuka and to Sully, our level 3s. Thank you to all of you for watching the content as well. I appreciate if you guys leave a like on the video. This is our call to action, okay? Asking you guys to subscribe is something that really helps the channel grow, and you guys actually subscribing also helps the channel grow, and leaving a like as well is pretty damn important. So guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time.